We're live.
Are we?
We're live.
And look what I have brought with me from Rhodes. See that sunshine?
We see that sunshine.
If you look really closely, you'll see a little sandy strip just at the end of the white sands that I'm going to lie on. Over tumble. Anyway, enough of that. Could you see me okay then or
yes,
not?
I could.
You
Your tan is glowing.
Is it? Right.
Yes.
Thank you. So, welcome to this, the Curly Club is what I'm kind of hashtagging it as today. So, Facebook Live today is all about natural curls and how that we disregard texture a little bit too much, and it's about how, why, when, how to dry it, how to contain it, what to use on it, how to make it look modern. And we've got real life models here, real life models which we've got prepared. Can you just tell me a little bit, please? So, last week there was a bit of a, I had a stand-in, okay, I had a stand-in last week. Her name was Katie Dyer, and you know, she did an okay job. She's fired though, but she did an okay job. Her and a girl called
Demi.
No relation. Good. I'm glad you've got that out in the open. No relation. Okay, no relation. So today is about kind of embracing the natural movement in women, and hopefully I can show you and answer your questions that you're going to ask me, aren't you? Casey?
Embracing it, the natural movement in women.
The natural movement in women. Is that's a kind
With
of
their hair.
hashtag? Okay. Without further ado. This is Demi Brown. No relation. No relation to me. But obviously she's got one thing quite similar. She's gorgeous and I'm fugly. Okay, so Demi is training at Brown's, as you would have heard last week. And I wanted to showcase some of her work today so that you could actually see that we didn't just make it up, we didn't just drag it off the street. She actually works at the Waterfront Cafe on a Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, but not today. So Demi did this haircut yesterday with moi on the beautiful Zoe. What did you do, Demi? What shape was it?
So to start off with, I done a one length cut.
A one length cut?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I added some short layers onto it after.
Okay, what shape were the layers?
Square.
And why were they square?
Just due to our face shape, as our face shape is quite oval, so we did square.
Good reason. Now, why is her hair half dried? What are you doing?
I have used
Yeah, but why is it half dry? What are you doing? What is this? What are you? Where are you going with it? Amazing. So this lady's hair texture has got a natural bump and a wave through it. You can see that, and we only really realised this yesterday, didn't we? Sorry. Yeah. So you can see this is what I would call a much more modern look, which is very current just now. It's kind of slightly street, and if you watched one of the other Facebook Lives that I did, it's based upon what show in London? Good girl, well done. She's hired.
She's done her homework.
Officially hired. Okay, so we use what on this hair?
oceanic spray.
And what is that?
It's a pinnacle spray.
Okay, and when do you put that on?
Wet.
Wet, good. Amazing. So you put it on wet, and then what we're going to do with the hair? Now it's got that on it.
I've kind of the hair.
Right. And what is that going to do to it?
It just gives it a bit kind of wavy texture.
Uh-huh.
So then I'm going to diffuse the hair afterwards.
Okay, you're going to what the hair afterwards? I don't know what that means. What is a diffuser? Amazing. Well done. So if no one knows what one of these are and they've got natural curls on their head, you need to come to Brown's, because this is your secret weapon for drying your texture. The reason being is that, did you know what diffuse means? What's that like? Now what's it like? In fact, that's a very good example.
That's a very good
Can I
demonstration.
just do it one more time?
Yeah.
Like I just did that way, versus... So what is that? Well,
Gentle.
To diffuse something, it means it takes the energy out of it. So what happens is the air travels through this hole and it comes out of these ends, and it allows the airflow to be soft and gentle, like as if it's been dried naturally. Very good. So Demi is going to continue just using the diffuser, and what she's going to do is she's just going to rotate the diffuser and not touch the hair, because we want the naturalness to come out of it, and obviously to get rid of the wet look. And she's going to dry the front. And how have you done the front, Demi?
I just have to make the fringe behind it here.
Okay. Okay, and so at the end of this look, how's it going to look? What's
The fringe is going to come down.
fabulous? Can't wait to see this. Didn't she do well? This is a, yeah, she did, Zoe, didn't she? This is a real live person from the Waterfront Cafe. No, it's not. Okay, so should we leave you to get started? What am I doing now, Katie?
You're going over.
What am I doing again? Yes, we're going to start with
Yes.
Linda. Linda, please meet you. I'm Nelson. Now, I've only done this twice before, as in hairdressing. I know, and where's the clippers? I'm joking. Right, so Linda has naturally curly hair, as you can see. And just to give you a little bit of background in the hair, it's obviously got a colour through it, and it's got a process through it. So the big thing that people tend to forget is naturally curly hair isn't necessarily dry, chemically dry. It's just naturally thirsty. So if you think about it, you need to take a big drink of water rather than fill it full of products that are for dry hair, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Very different. If you've got chemically treated hair, now obviously Linda falls into both categories here. She needs a certain type of mixture to make the hair look defined. So what products do we use, Katie Diet?
Can you speak a little bit louder, Nelson?
Actually.
I think you might need to shout. It's rather noisy.
Okay. We used day and night cream, curl enhancer,
Yeah.
and smooth and shine oil, all mixed together in like a little emollient in my hand. Okay, rubbed them all together, and I rubbed it on the hair from the mid-lens to the ends, from the mid-lens to the ends. Now, how did I put it on the hair, Linda? You watch me. So did I just go like that? How did I do it? Yes, she was watching. Okay, so the secret with curly hair is to remember that you're preparing the hair to be finished, alright? So if you leave the hair frizzy at the beginning, it's going to be frizzy at the end. So if you wanted to achieve a frizzy look, you make the hair frizzy and you dry it like that. If you want to achieve a luxurious, vibrant, chunky, irresistible texture, defined, then what you've got to do is spend a little bit of time with your fingers, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to get a water spray. Hang on.
Got it.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray, oh no, that's the wrong way. I'm going to spray a little bit of water on the hair. And that's just to sort of dampen it. If you come round to your Katie Diet, like see these beautiful little natural curls, I'm just going to send them the right way. Okay, the product's already on there. And how much did I use? I can hear the viewers asking me. How much did I use, Nelson? Go on, ask me, Katie.
How much did you use?
I used about a 50p piece.
So that's quite a lot.
It's quite a lot. But I applied it, like Linda said, gently through the hair, like so. Not on a big clump, so that it was nice and even. Okay, now what do you think we're going to do now, Linda? We're going to dry it. You're good. Linda will be available for cut and blow dries at the salon as from tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Do you fancy a wee job? Have you got one? No, listen, you could do haircuts. Like, it's not a problem. I think you'd be good at it. You could look after me because no one else does.
That is not true.
You used to once. Okay, so all we're going to do now is we're going to get the diffuser.
Ooh.
This is a slightly different diffuser. This is the Dyson diffuser. that goes with the dice and the dryer.
Not the Hoover.
Not the Hoover that we were talking about last week. And watch, it's magnetic.
Clever.
Just like that, should I do it again?
Yeah, do it again.
Amazing.
Smooth.
So, while this is drying, because it's obviously what we're going to do is put it on a low heat and a low speed, and we're just going to let the dryer do the work. So we're not touching it at all, we're just letting the dryer do the work. Good girl, well done. So, I'm going to get my other amazing assistant, glamorous assistant. She is beautiful and her name is Pat Brown. Louise, come on. She's there going, no, it's not me, is it? It's not me, is it? So, what I need you to do is to rotate the dryer nice and softly around the hair. I do not want the hair to be disturbed. I want it to dry. Look at those ringlets, baby. Look at them. Can you see them?
Oh yeah.
Woofed. What do you think, Katie?
Beautiful.
Have we got any questions yet?
No questions as of yet.
My
You
goodness.
submit them.
Now, this young lady whose hair I'm drying just now, Linda, she said to me that she'd normally use mousse, which is great. Mousse is great. I love a mousse. However, what you've got to remember is we're talking about moisture here. We're talking about making the hair supple and luxurious. So mousse has a very high alcohol content, and alcohol dries things out. Okay? So if you don't use something with moisture, what happens to the hair is it goes very porous and it just drinks the product. So my suggestion with the lovely, luscious Linda, see what I did there? Lovely, luscious Linda, that's it, yeah. So what we're going to, these three products will do is that they will build up moisture in the hair, and over a period of time the hair will start to respond and she won't have to use as much. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Good girl. Right, Casey, it's over to you. I mean Louise, sorry. So, just nice and gently. Can you do that for me? Gently. Okay, so, lady number 3, not 1, not 2, but 3. Lady number 3 is the beautiful, lovely Tracy. And you, Casey. Katie's that angry. I knew it was Tracy. I even know what her last name is.
Go on then.
Dizel. DL.
Close, Nelson, close.
Started with a duh. Okay, so I know Tracy from the Cuddly Club because she's in it.
And you're in it.
And I'm in it. I'm in the Cuddly Club.
Yeah.
Big time today. So, what have we done to Tracy's hair? Well, Tracy was another lady that uses mousse predominantly, and both ladies did agree that the reason they use it is because it's always been a fail-safe product. It's always been something that if they reach their hand on it and they put it on their hair, it gives them a result. It gives them control over their curls, that if they don't have control over it, what happens is it goes frizzy. So, what did we use on Tracy? Smooth and Shine oil and curl enhancer mixed together again to make a lovely rich emollient which will penetrate into the hair, the cuticle, and it will stop the hair breaking overnight, breaking as in separating and leaving her lovely rich curls for when she wakes up in the morning. But if you have got a bit of a sleep problem with your curls, which Tracy does have, apparently she moves her head a lot at night. Yeah, moving on. Anyway, what my suggestion is to these ladies is don't get tied into the shampooing on a daily basis because it's the wrong thing to do. Natural curls need oil. Okay, oil gives them suppleness and smoothness. Without the suppleness and the smoothness, the hair will be frizzy. It's angry. I think I just spat. I'm very excited.
Speak louder, please.
Louder? I don't think I can speak louder, come closer. So, my suggestion in the morning for Tracy is, I like my eggs poached, I like my bacon crispy, I like my bread warm. No. So my suggestion is to use a water spray, just quite liberally, throughout the hair, and just wake up the texture rather than shampooing. Don't I? Okay, so I'm going to get on with styling this. Okay, so you can see the hair is in these lovely kind of ringlets. Now they're the natural position of the hair curls, but they're not hard. They're a little bit stiff, but they're not hard and crunchy. Because look, when I run my finger through them, look what happens. That
Lovely.
the texture bounces back, and that is because we're using a cream-based product, not an alcohol-based product. The alcohol makes the hair go dry and stiff. Now don't get excited by that word, Katie. I just seen her get a little bit excited, Tracy, and I don't like it. Okay, moving on. So you can see, look, I'm just opening up these curls and they're beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Can you see that?
We can see that.
Can anybody else see it? I mean, does anybody care out there, or there's no one really?
No, you have quite a few.
No one cares?
Quite a few people
Okay,
are
come round
caring.
here, look. Now look at those curls. Look, Tracy, can you feel one? Explain what it feels like, that hair. Springy. Does it feel smooth? Yeah. Yeah. Does it? Now, obviously, if you put mousse on it, it would be a little bit stiffer. And there's nothing wrong with mousse. Like, if you want to create volume, it's brilliant. But what I wanted to give Tracy was this rich, supple, lovely, shiny curl, you know, for the beautiful sunshine that we've got. So all I'm going to do is continue to open up these little sections of hair. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Sonia from the White House, can you see that? Can you see it? Love Sonia, she's my friend. Do you know that we live together? Very close anyway. Yeah. So, I'm just going to keep separating. Now look in the mirror please, Katie Dyer. This side I've done. This side I've not done. What can you predominantly see between the difference between two sides? Now there's a reason I'm going to say this, because ladies love to touch their hair when they're drying it, and that is the problem. Ladies, please don't do that. If you touch the hair when it's being dried, what happens is the hair becomes frizzy. What we want to do is we want to dry it in its lovely chunkiness, and then once it's dry, we lift it out and give it the volume, like on this side. This has been lifted out, you can see. See?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this side hasn't. This side's still set.
Yeah.
Now my mum, who is my biggest role model, we've discussed this for a long time, backwards and forwards, about hair being set. Now the thing is, it's exactly the same idea. If you imagine you're putting a roller on your hair and it's wet, and you wind the roller down on wet hair and you put a dryer on top of it, you're setting the hair to go around the roller. We are doing the same thing with this curl, however, we're doing it with the natural movement. It's setting the hair. So like I say, if you don't get the hair set in its right way, what happens is it will go frizzy during the dry. So this is what you then do once it's dry. You just lightly separate the curl. Look at those. Tracy, I hope you're going out tonight, girlfriend. Now Tracy's hair has also got a chemical through it, but it's different to Linda's. Linda's obviously got a lightening process through it, whereas Tracy's got more of a general overall colour process through it. Now we can see now, look, I think that looks quite red carpet-esque when we see it in the mirror. And one of the things during the consultation, which we did have, didn't we, Trace? Had a consultation, we had a kiss in the background, nobody seen us, and keep it clean, it's a family show. And what she's talked about was volume, and not wanting the hair to be flat, and not wanting the hair to look frizzy, and there's a lot of knots blocked. So I think this hair looks smooth, looks full, looks chunky, but at the same time feels nice and smooth. So when your husband's rolling his hands through it later on tonight and he's going, oh my God, this feels lovely, then he'll be able to get them through rather than just getting from there to there and getting stuck. Now Tracy, I would like your honest opinion of what your hair feels like with your hands, please. Touch it everywhere. Do you think it feels soft? Does it feel anything else? Do you get anything else from it at all?
Feels quite thick.
Feels thick, right? Cool. Yeah, and that could be simply because if you're using a mousse, okay, and you're using a product to scrunch the hair, and you're putting it in at the roots. Remember we talked about this in the consultation. If you put product in at the root, actually it can have the opposite effect unless you're drying it properly. If it dries flat, it will dry flat. But what I've done is I've only applied the products from the middle ends to the ends. So I've let your natural lift take shape. And I think it looks really good. What do you think, Tracy? Is this the way that you would wear it?
I probably would never get it to look like that myself at all.
Right, does it feel okay on you? Do you feel right with it?
It feels different.
Does it?
I'm used to.
Very good. Come, do your 360, Casey. Look.
I think we should take the gown off.
We will take the gown off when I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm the boss.
Okay. Sure you are.
Take the gown off now. Take the gown off. You're the boss, okay. Okay, have we not got a question from anybody yet?
No questions.
Oh my God, have you got a question, Tracy? No, I shouldn't got a question. Okay, no, it's okay. I'm going to go back to Linda. Do you know there's a song called Looking Out for Linda, isn't there?
There is, yes.
I'm a fan of it. Shall I sing it to you?
Please.
You'd rather not
Sing
hear
it in my
that.
head.
Yeah. You'd rather
Also,
not
I'm
hear
going to sing out loud. I'm singing in my head. Okay, so I'm just going to use. Louise has done a great job. Thank you, love, for that. So what am I doing now? What am I doing now, Lynn? Yeah. Right. Can I see this hand? See that hand? I'm doing that. I'm not doing that like we used to do. I'm doing that. Now the difference is, you come round here, Katie. Watch what happens with my fingers. See that? I'm creasing the hair into itself. Because I don't want to separate it too much. I want to keep that thickness, chunkiness throughout all the hair. What do you think the creases? Got my NVQ assessment tomorrow on the level 3. Will I be alright, do you think? What do you think I should wear? Like a pink. Should I borrow Katie's trousers? Or are they a bit too pink?
They would come?
Yeah, I'll have to not eat for 3 months as well. Okay, so I'm just going through the hair and breaking it up like I said, because I want to encourage a bit more separation in the hair. Can you see that, Facebook people? Yeah, no one's asking, no one's. I thought you'd have loads of friends that were going to be watching this. And Tracy.
Well, why don't you tell us the questions that Linda and Tracy had for you during the consultation?
It's a family show. Really? Shall I tell them what you said? Right. Well, the initial one was that you dry the hair upside down, which is cool. But the reason I wouldn't do that all the time is because when you dry the hair upside down, you ruffle the cuticle. And when the cuticle is ruffled, it doesn't come out smooth like that. So ruffled means that all the hairs are going up the way rather than down the way. What did I say it was a little bit like before, Linda? Well, this is a test. What's the cuticle like?
A fish's scale.
A fish's scales. Now, if you've got a lovely, happy, content cuticle, the fish's scales lie down smooth. If you've got a very unhappy, angry cuticle, the fish's scales are aggressive and up. And that can sometimes mean the hair is porous, or the hair feels a bit rough. So if you dry it upside down, you're forcing the cuticle up. So I wouldn't necessarily say that was a good idea. It's not a bad idea, but it's not the ideal idea. It's not a bad idea, it's not ideal. Do you normally dry a parting in your hair? Or do you just let it go? Just let it go as it is? Now, I need you to get your fingers in this hair and tell me what it feels like. Good or bad? You think it feels smooth? Genuinely? Like I'm not... I mean, I have got the keys to your car, but I mean, you can't say what you think. Do you think? Again, the reason maybe is because that I didn't put too much product at the root. So I've let the curl kind of come out. So I'm nearly there. Switch this off, and I'm just going to go through with my open hands and stretch the curl out a little bit. A different colour. Think it looks lighter?
We'll need to show the viewers the before pictures.
Did you take before pictures, Katie?
I did.
That's the reason why she's the assistant manager. Did you know that? Okay, so one little criticism. What's happened there is I've touched it too much. Can you see that?
It's a bit fuzzy.
Frizzy. No, I'm not happy with that. So I'm just going to get some water. I'm just going to do that. On there.
So that's how you can fix it at home.
Yes.
If it's gone too frizzy.
Yep. Wet it down.
Yep.
And don't put the dryer on it. Just let it dry naturally because you're almost there. Water is actually the best thing for it. And I'm just going to squeeze a little bit. I think there's a grace there for you.
We have a comment from a viewer.
Oh.
That Linda might know actually.
It's her husband. Where's my tea? It's underneath the dog's bowl.
Paula warns you, Nelson, that you've not to let Linda sing.
Pardon?
Paula's warning you that you've not to let Linda sing.
Sing?
Sing.
Well, I can sing. No, that was because we were talking about the Looking Out for Linda song.
Oh yeah.
Right, I'm just gonna leave that for a second. Come back.
Okay, coming back.
Let's come to Debbie. Now, can we just get a front picture, please, round here?
Front picture. Or could you turn towards me, perhaps?
Actually, should we just get Zoe to stand up, maybe?
Yeah, with the gown off.
With the gown off? That's
Yes.
a great idea. Now, let's just take this off. The lovely, fabulous gorgeousness. Now, Demi, just walk me through what you did here, please.
I just diffused it at the top and moved
Demi, a little bit louder, please.
A bit louder, love.
I just diffused the top of the head and then moved on to the fringe as well and just kept moving around in circular motions until the head was dry.
Love it. It's got that kind of slightly 90s undone, effortless wave.
So how long was Zoe's hair before you cut it?
Zoe's hair was just below the chair, so it would have been like here.
It's about there. And it was one length, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's lovely.
And there was a lot of this kind of gold colour through it. And it was quite tuggy, wasn't it, Zozo?
Yeah, it was.
So when we cut it, this has obviously allowed the ends to be slightly blunter and the natural texture. So, I mean, if she can, to achieve that at home, all she really needs to do is let it dry, doesn't she, Debbie Brown?
No relation.
No relation. Well done. Right, we'll come back to you. So the $1 million question then, Linda, is this the way that you would wear your hair?
Yes.
Over.
Yes, definitely.
More drying. I know. You like that more? See how I've got rid of that frizzy bit? Oops. Where are we going to put these ladies to view them now? Where are they going?
In the middle of the salon.
No.
Catwalk?
Why don't we take them up to the picture wall?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Ladies, can I just ask you to drop down and spin round and I'll just take your gown off you, please? That's it. Just jump up and I'll whizzle off you. Just take your time, get yourself all organised, and I'll take this one too. Beautiful. Now follow me up here, please. All three of you. Chop, chop. Quick, quick. You know what Grace is going to say?
We are all
Lovely, I like it. Stand here, Zoe. And then you two ladies, one in between. One there and one there. Great. So I'm liking that texture. Looks good. Let me see you. Is there a question? Or not?
There's no questions.
No questions?
No.
It's Facebook Live thing. So this is the Cuddly Club. I think we can just say bye now, ladies. What do you think? Bye. Everybody say bye.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.